In today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to get rid of that really stubborn middle parting so that you can wear your hair this way, you can flip it and wear it this way, or you can wear it down the middle, but when you do, there's a lot more volume and it's not just a flat middle parting. So I really hope you guys find this helpful. If you do, give it a thumbs up and subscribe, and let's get into it. So my hair is fresh out of the shower, it is freshly washed, nothing is added into it yet. And the first thing that we're going to do is section. We're going straight into sectioning, don't take any excess water out, and we're just going to section at the middle way up from our head and just clip this top section up. And the reason we're doing this is so that we can work specifically on getting rid of that middle parting. And now I'm just going to apply my products and style these two sections, but this has been done so many times on my channel and it's not the reason you're watching this video. But if you do want to see that, I do have so many other videos where I style my whole hair, and I will leave them in the description or in the iCards. Okay, and once you have styled the bottom half of your hair, we're then going to move on to the top. And now this is the key part to do with the sectioning. So as you can see, we have just got the whole top of our head in this section right now. And there's a lot of hair in this section, to be honest, it's quite thick. What we're going to do is create a square space in the centre of our head. So take your finger and just do a straight line towards your eye. So you've got this line here, so you're left with this section here. And just bring that down and do the exact same thing the other side. So you're coming towards the back, from the back, sorry, towards your eye. So again, you have that straight line and you're left with a square section in the middle, and we're just going to clip that bit up. And what we're going to do is put the products in these two sections and leave that middle section for now, because we're going to do the flip section method with that part. If you are interested, the leave-in conditioner I'm using is the Naughty Intensive Care leave-in conditioner. I love this stuff, it is really lightweight, so if you do have thin hair or you have quite fine density hair, I would really recommend it. It is really helping with my volume for my curls. And what I do is I just rake that through, split it into kind of however many sections it needs, but typically it is 2, and I'm taking the bounce curl brush and doing a couple of goes through it, and then to style, do a little scrunch to activate the curl. And that is literally all I do for brush styling. It's so easy. This brush is honestly the best invention that there has ever been. Once you've done those two sections, just put them to the back. We're done with those for now. And with this top section, we're then going to split it in half. So take the section, kind of go across so that you have the back and the front sections in two. And then we're just going to clip this front section. Again, I think I need a smaller clip actually. Just clip that up like so, and we're just going to put the leave-in conditioner all throughout this section. And I do take quite a lot of this. This back section for me gets really dry and I'm not sure why. I'm just raking this through that top section, making sure it's all in there, it's evenly distributed. And once we have, we're then going to split this into smaller horizontal sections. So take your finger and go across so that you're left with one section to work on. Take your bounce curl brush or whatever styling brush you use, and we're styling this forwards because we're then going to flip it back, and that's going to give us a lot of volume. This section I do go quite slowly with because it can get quite knotty, so I don't want to break any of the strands. But once you've gone through, scrunch and flip it back. And the same for the other section we styled, so we're just going to brush through. And we're doing it forwards, curving the brush round, little scrunch, and flip it back. And that way we're going to get some lift at the root, which is going to give us that volume. Moving then on to the last section, we're literally going to do the same again, which is to put our leave-in conditioner in first. I think this part, which I've already styled, wants to join it in with this front bit, so we're just going to add that bit. Make sure that's all in there, and then we're going to do the same thing again. So taking a horizontal section, as small as you like, as small as you can manage. If you have really thick hair, you'd want to do smaller sections, but mine is quite thin. And again, starting from the bottom up, being as gentle as you can, just start brushing forwards in this horizontal section. making sure that that leave-in conditioner is all the way coated through the hair as well. With using a brush, we're making sure that every single strand is coated. Twist it round, a little bit of a scrunch, and flip it back. And look how much volume it gives. It is just so, so good. I think I'm going to split this further into two. And again, brush this all the way forward. Making sure that we're getting all of those knots out. Do a little scrunch and flip it back. Literally the exact same with this front section. So if you've seen any of my other curly hair routines, you'll notice that I used to stop maybe before that past section and split this down the middle to purposefully give myself a middle parting. I don't like the middle parting anymore, because with this style I can still get so much volume and I can still wear my hair in a middle parting if I wanted to. What I'm now going to do, which is something that I've done in my other curly hair routine, is just separate those curls. Now this isn't really anything to do with the parting. I guess because we're flipping it quite a lot, we're kind of disrupting it and we're getting the hair off the scalp, which is something that I was going to mention a little bit later, is if you air dry your hair, not so much if you diffuse, but if you air dry your hair, as you're air drying throughout the day or like for a couple of hours, keep flipping your hair. Try not to just leave it in its position. You want to keep moving it so that you've got the hair off the scalp, and that it's not just staying in where it wants to fall, which might be a centre parting. The next step for me is to add in mousse, and this is just the John Frieda Frizzies Dream Curls Mousse. I love it so, so much. It's the best thing ever. And I'm just gonna flip my hair and put this all over. You want to get it at the roots as well with the mousse. The mousse is going to help with volume, so by putting it near the roots, it's going to give you volume as well as definition and hold. Flip it to the other side. You don't want your hair to get used to just being in one position. When I used to air dry my hair, I'd like leave my hair as much as I possibly could and not touch it, because I'd seen a video talking about how that is what helps minimize frizz. I'm gonna actually stand up so you can see what I'm doing. But with doing that, your hair is really staying in its position on the scalp, and so you're not getting any volume. That's what I found anyway. So since actually like flipping my hair, you can't really hear me, can you? Since like flipping my hair and moving it around whilst it's drying, I'm getting so much more volume. Just making sure I'm getting the back section and scrunching all of this product in. And if I feel like the sections are getting a bit too clumped, I'll just run my fingers through them and scrunch again. Okay, I'm just gonna do a little bit of a shake, just kind of settle the hair and make it fall where it wants to. But that is it for styling. So this is what it should look like when you're air drying. When you're going to blow dry, your hair should be going backwards away from your scalp, and you want it to kind of like not be bogged down on your scalp. You want it to be movable, so keep flipping your hair, everything like that. So I'm now going to go air dry my hair. I'm going to blow dry to finish it off, and I will show you the results when we're done. So I have just finished drying my hair. So I did leave it to air dry probably for about an hour, and then I've just finished it off with the blow dryer. So it's not 100% dry, so it will get more volume than this. However, these are the results. So we can wear it this side, we can flip it to this side, or if we want to have it down the middle, we still can. There's just a lot more volume when we do. So like we can just shape the middle and there's so much more volume, and it's not just like flat at the roots like how I used to have my middle part in. So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you do have any questions, please leave it down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next week with another vlog.